In November 1966, the first modern Mothman reports emerged in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. On Nov 15th, two couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mallett, were driving past an abandoned munitions site when they saw a 6 to 7 foot tall, winged humanoid with glowing red eyes. In terror, they accelerated to over 100 mph. But the creature followed and eventually rose up like a helicopter and flew away. The next day, the Point Pleasant Register ran the headline, "Winged, Red-Eyed Thing Chases Point Pleasant Couples Across Countryside." This account ignited dozens of additional sightings. For example, earlier on, Nov 14 cattle herders in nearby Clendenin, Lewis County, reported a brown human being flying from tree to tree, and Point Pleasant gravedigger Newell Partridge claimed his dog vanished after seeing two red lights in a field. Eyewitnesses described Mothman as roughly human-shaped, but with a 10-15 foot wingspan and eyes like bicycle reflectors. In the ensuing year, nearly 100 people reported similar encounters, often saying it looked like a big bird or like a man with wings. Mary Heyer, a reporter for the Athens Messenger, covered the story extensively. Her Nov 16, 1966 article in the Register detailed the Scarberry's sighting. Legendary UFO author John Keel later documented these events in the Mothman Prophecies, 1975, tying them to the collapse of the nearby Silver Bridge. On Dex 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed during rush hour, killing 46 people. Some in Point Pleasant saw a Mothman sighting the day before the collapse and came to view the creature as a harbinger of doom, though engineers later determined the bridge failure was due to a rusty eye-bar, not any paranormal cause. The Mothman legend quickly entered popular culture through books and film. Gray Barker first wrote about the Mothman in 1970's The Silver Bridge, and John A. Keel's 1975 nonfiction book, The Mothman Prophecies, expanded the lore linking the sightings to UFOs, men in black Hindu Buddhist Garuda mythology, and other folkloric motifs. In 2002, Hollywood adapted Keel's book into a feature film, The Mothman Prophecies, starring Richard Gere. The movie, which has achieved a cult following despite a lackluster box office, follows a reporter uncovering Mothman clues in Point Pleasant. Over time, Mothman has appeared in numerous documentaries and TV shows, like an episode of Unsolved Mysteries in 2021. And even in fiction, a mention in the X-Files episode Detour in 1997. His image graces t-shirts, horror anthologies, and music, like the gothic band Blitzkid wrote the song Genus Unknown about Mothman. And local artists sell Mothman-themed merch. In Point Pleasant, the legend has become a source of civic pride. A 12-foot aluminum statue of Mothman, sculpted by Bob Roach in 2003, now stands in town, and the annual Mothman Festival, established 2002, draws enthusiasts from across the country. The former TNT factory and power plant become historic landmarks for fans, and the story of Mothman has revitalized Point Pleasant's identity beyond its mining and Appalachian roots. While Mothman is uniquely American, similar winged humanoid creatures appear in other folklore. In Cornwall, England, the Owlman of Monnan, first reported in 1976, is described as a large owl-like man with glowing eyes. The Owlman legend is so close that some researchers suggest it was inspired by Mothman, possibly even a hoax designed as a counterpart to the West Virginia tale. In the Midwest U.S., Iowa's 1903 Van Meter monster also bears a striking resemblance. Witnesses saw an 8-foot-tall winged creature with a horn and glowing eyes attacking a coal mine. Folklorists note that the Van Meter monster looks like other famous cryptids like the Mothman and the Jersey Devil. These parallels suggest a common thread of winged humanoid myths in English-speaking cultures. Many cultures have legendary birds or demons with human traits, for example, the Garuda of South Asia or the winged thunderbirds of native lore, though these are generally older mythologies. Most scientists and skeptics interpret Mothman as a case of misidentification and folklore. Biologists and wildlife experts point out that the described red-eye glow and size fit large birds. Mason County's sheriff noted the original witnesses could have seen a freak shitepoke, heron. And a WV wildlife biologist suggested sandhill cranes, 10-foot wingspan, migrating through the region. Skeptical investigator Joe Nickel argues that many witnesses likely saw barred owls or cranes, with eyes reflecting car headlights. In fact, Benjamin Radford, a research fellow at the Center for Inquiry, found that glowing red eyes are characteristic of owl eyeshine when illuminated, and that only one genuine witness ever firsthand reported red eyes. One other claimed only after shining a light. Physicists note that eyeshine requires an external light source. Mothman's eyes didn't actually emit light, so any red glow would simply be reflection off retina. Indeed, one often cited Mothman photograph, taken in 2016, was shown to be nothing more than a large bird, likely an owl, carrying a frog, as noted by science writer Sharon Hill. Folklorists also caution that the media coverage played up sensational elements, giant wings, UFOs, harbingers, etc., that echo older myths. Jan Brunvan, a folklore scholar, noted that early articles were based on hearsay and often resembled traditional ghost monster stories. Mass hysteria and the power of suggestion likely amplified minor reports into a major craze. In short, no physical evidence of an unknown creature has ever been found, and many analyses conclude each sighting has a mundane explanation: huge bird, lens flare, remote-controlled drone, etc. Even the bridge collapse was ultimately explained by engineering failure. Today, Mothman lives on more as a pop culture icon than a real monster. In 2011-2017, Chicago area residents reported seeing a winged humanoid that media dubbed the Chicago Mothman. WBEZ Chicago compiled these sightings into a case file, though investigators found no evidence of any creature beyond hoaxes or misidentifications. One story involved a heron tangled in a garbage bag. The Tennessee Mothman case is similarly treated as local folklore. Point Pleasant, meanwhile, fully embraces the legend. Its Mothman Museum, opened 2006, displays original 1960s newspaper clippings, police reports, and eyewitness sketches of the creature. Display cases include costumes, props, and even the motel lip balm from the 2002 movie. The museum's curator, Jeff Wamsley, has published books on the subject and runs the annual festival. Each September, thousands of visitors converge on the town. In 2023, around 15,000 people attended the Mothman Festival, nearly 4 times the town's population. This single event is often called Point Pleasant's biggest moneymaker of the year. The 12-foot Mothman statue in Point Pleasant, installed 2003. Its red eyes and wings commemorate the original 1966 reports. Merchandise and tourism are booming. Local shops sell Mothman droppings, chocolate-covered espresso beans, t-shirts, art, and even Mothman pizza and cotton candy branded as Moth Floss. The festival features costumed parades, guest speakers, and fans from around the world. Overall, while Mothman likely started from a few frightened sightings, it has become a folklore phenomenon, a source of community identity and dark tourism. As one folklorist notes, the cryptid now brings West Virginia attention and income that rivals more traditional industries. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.